we could end with there's the Bobby Kennedy truther, and then there's the SNL died. So we'll save SNL for the end. Quick Bobby Kennedy truther. So
Okay, so
I'll try to get like a
Bobby
flashlight
Kennedy
going.
came up on the last podcast, and I outed myself as someone who doesn't particularly like Bobby Kennedy. Now, of course, he was assassinated, a couple decades before I was born, so I wasn't around for that period, obviously, and I have nothing really that intelligent to say about Bobby Kennedy, but Peter was curious as to what my beef with Bobby Kennedy was.
Yeah.
And I think I'll start by saying that the Kennedy family, for all of their achievements, and they had many great achievements, were corrupt criminals and fraudsters who cheated their way to the top, and they did a great job doing that.
Yeah, they were bootleggers. At least the Kennedy, granddad or great-granddad.
So the whole, Bobby Kennedy flipping the script on the mob thing,
yeah,
and being soft on communism so that he could crack down on the mob instead, which was, he had a falling out with J. Edgar Hoover, of all people, over that.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm not so hot about that stuff.
He's a rat.
I'm sure his civil rights record is good, and I'm sure there are other positive things about the Bobby Kennedy legacy, but I'm not sold on the guy because I don't have that naive view of him as the man who could have been, but he was tragically gunned down. No, I feel like I know who Bobby Kennedy was. He was kind of like Jimmy Carter Kennedy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Kind of. I don't know.
In what sense?
Well, in the sense that he didn't really have the JFK personality or even the Joe Kennedy personality. He was kind of a quiet, and that's fine. I actually like that kind of more boring style in a politician and in a leader. But he didn't have the JFK Camelot Hollywood sex appeal kind of thing.
He was a fixer, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. He was like Attorney General. He was doing his thing. He was making and reneging on deals with the mob and blah blah blah. And he was a total pinko union stooge, so there's that too.
But he was the real thug life kind of one, if you think about it. That was my view.
That's interesting.
At least in the media that he's been portrayed in, is sort of anything that John needed.
Yeah.
He would take care of it. You know what I
I
mean?
mean, honestly, having your brother be Attorney General is probably pretty awesome.
That's what I'm saying. It's like Rob Ford and Doug's like a city councilor.
Yeah,
It's like I kind of obviously I'm like JFK stan, you know what I mean? But I appreciate Bobby as sort of it's like he was Fredo, you know what I mean?
It's like a Batman and Robin kind of arrangement.
Familia, you know what I mean?
I can respect that. I can respect that.
He's the brother who's the younger brother who's gonna clean up the older brother's messes, you know what I mean? And because that's family. Literally Cuomo and his brother. That's probably the best. Literally,
man, that is the most Irish Catholic thing.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
So there's this story I heard this professor tell, and I think it's a Tammany Hall story, but it might not be. But it's that kind of general style of politics. So you have this Protestant woman, and she's door knocking for a political campaign.
Yeah.
And I think her guy wants to be a school trustee.
Yeah.
And she knocks on the door of this Irish Catholic woman, and they have this conversation. She tells her about the candidate or whatever. And then the Irish Catholic woman is like, so does he have a sister or something who works for the school? Why does he want to be school trustee?
Yeah.
And the waspy woman says, no, he'd never run in a position because of personal influence and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
That's corrupt, it's nepotistic. And then the Irish Catholic lady says, well, if he won't even get his damn sister a job, then what can I expect from him? So it's just these ideas of America has these two parallel political cultures, where one of which actively encourages a certain degree of nepotism, patronage. It's a patronage system. And then you have the other half of the country pretending to be, we're moral and upright, and we're just trying to, govern sensibly and reasonably. And, and Canada kind of has that too.
Yeah.
But anyway. So the Kennedys definitely represent that kind of political culture of if the bastard won't get his own sister a job, then what's he going to do for me? That may as well be the Kennedy motto.
Oh, 100%, yeah. And I guess you want to talk about Kennedys to hate on. I guess I didn't mind RFK because Teddy is just a much
Oh my
easier-
God! Well, let's face it. Ted Kennedy is the easy target.
Yeah, you know. So, but yeah, I guess I don't know.
Good Lord, there are a lot of.
Yeah,
Holy shit!
it's crazy. I got bit on the arm.
Oh no! Here, I think we're due for another round of this
Yeah.
while we wrap up.
But I see your point about, you know. I see your point about RFK, you know. So you don't think like the whole civil rights hero thing is legit? It's more convenient, I guess.
Well, I'll be honest. I don't know as much about RFK and civil
arguably-
rights as I do
'cause-
about other
Because he
civil
was
rights leaders.
arguably better on civil rights than JFK. But also JFK was like...
But he also lived 6 years longer
well,
than
that's the
JFK.
thing. That's the thing. So, yeah.
Like, would you say Johnson was better on civil rights than JFK?
Well,
Because you could
yeah,
say
but-
technically he was.
Yeah, technically. So, anyways, I want to get out of the bugs.
Yeah,
I'm
okay,
getting
let's
itchy.
get out of the bugs. We don't want to eat them, and we don't want them to eat us.
Just the last little thing. The SNL, the day